Welcome to Pagan Crafting. Today we're going to do a Yule Spell Candle. A little bit of candle magic coming your way. We're going to be using all the nature symbols of Yule in this candle to invoke what I would like for the new year to come. Stick with me if you wish to learn how to make this Yule Spell Candle, and let's have some fun with some Pagan Crafting. So I have these sheets that you can download from a PDF form from my Pagan Crafting website on Etsy. If you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a coupon code that you could use when you download these. Now you can print off any size that you choose. I wound up not having red. I love corresponding all my spells with colors, and I have orange, I got pink, I'm close, I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna go with the grayscale, just a neutral. So rocking in with our little candle magic spell, throwing down the date, we are in December 2022. I'm not going to worry about the day of the week or the moon cycle here because I'm not concentrating one small candle and using that in a spell. We're going to be pouring a candle here today. So my intention is to bring in the new year with love, light, protection, abundance, and joy. The color of the candle is Yule Red. I'm not using any anointing oil. The essential oil I'm not using this time, but I do use in my pours. I'm using cinnamon for my scent today. I have nutmeg, holly, mistletoe, cedar, sun salt, allspice, using the flower jasmine, red jasper, and clear quartz. Now this one I don't have a ritual. I'm not going to be opening up a circle. I'm not going to be creating a space. This is a candle I'm using to invoke the new year. So I didn't write down a ritual here. Now we're going to be using sun salt, nutmeg, allspice, quartz, jasmine, mistletoe, holly. Bringing in some cinnamon, clear glass jar, cedar, wax, and some wax dye as well. Starting off with some soy. You could use whatever you'd like, beeswax, soy, whatever you'd like. I just really love this stuff. This stuff is really, really great. Now you can see those little pebbles I have on my cutting board there. They came with a candle kit. I just used them for the first time that day before I filmed this. So my daughter and I made a protection candle, and I didn't really care for it. It took a really long time to heat up and melt down, but it cooled down super quick. So it was really easy and fun to get the crystals and herbs on top of it and the flowers we wanted to. So that was all right. Now here's a little trick. Use twice the amount of the container that you're using. So I'm filling up my glass container twice, and that'll give you a perfect amount every single time if you're doing one candle at a time. If you're doing multiple candles, weigh it out so you can play it out, my friend. But this I find works for me every time. I just make one candles here and there as I need them. I like to make the candles with the sabbats, as well as I like to make candles for the seasons, certain spells, and I'm not really a big production candle maker at this point in time. So that works out great for me. Now, always using a fire safe container, glass, my friend. We're going to get the wick here, peeling off the top part. I like to keep the sticker on the page. You don't have to, you can peel it off, put it on, but I like this so I can line up the silver bit a little bit easier. And I straighten up the wick here as I put it on. You want to put it in the dead center of your jar. And if you don't do that, it's not going to burn as well. It's going to burn oblong and it's going to waste your wax. Now I like to do the pot and pot just method. I have it like 4.5. I have a little bit lower than medium. I really take my time in that. So while that is melting down, let's grab our ingredients for our concoction, shall we? The cedar tree. Now it's ruled by the sun and the element of fire and earth. I harvest this from the Kootenays in British Columbia, Canada. Now the cedar wood is used for the creation of the sacred spaces and related to protection, preservation. It'll drive away influences of evil spirits. And the cedar is often used to cleanse, heal, and protect. Use cedar wood in solar spells on all kinds that are designed to strengthen and illuminate your focus. Next up we have is mistletoe, ruled by Jupiter, the sun, and ruled by air. Mistletoe may be used in spells to attract love, protection, forgiveness, reconciliation, and fertility magic. The holly is ruled by Saturn and Mars and the element fire. Oh, I just poked myself. Yep. Don't want to gingerly. Oh, there we go. Little bit of blood magic coming our way. No, just kidding. I had no blood. No blood was drawn here in the makings of this candle. Not at all. Okay, where was I? Holly can be used in the concentration and spells, material gain, physical revenge, beauty, protection, luck, dream magic. It can be used for rebirth and seasonal mysteries. Nutmeg is ruled by Jupiter and Mercury and the element air. It's good for good luck, good fortune, success, and legal matters if you have any of that coming up here this coming year. Good luck while traveling. If drank a beverage before divination to enhance clairvoyance, clear sight, and encourage visions. Now, cinnamon is commonly used in an incense. It smells good. It fills up the room with a warm, comfy feeling, especially on a cold winter day. Ruled by the sun and the element fire. It can be burned to sanctify an area and object to increase spiritual mood, draw in love, happiness, and money. Now we're using the yellow sun salt, ruled by the sun and fire. This is ruled for friendship, happiness, courage, strength, and sun magic, celebrating the start of the days getting longer. Breaking down some more cedar in this, I mix it all in and blend it all up. It takes a while, but I want to powder it as much as I can. We don't want big chunks, so any big chunks I have left over, I want it putting in the bottom of the candle jar and just leaving the powder left over. There's some little bits of cedar here and there that you could still see, but I have confidence that those aren't going to catch on fire. Don't worry. My candle will not catch on fire. I got some residual of the turmeric from the sun salt, and this looks about done here. I'm just going to stick in. I want about the early 80s, mid 80s. We'll just see how this goes here. 86, that'll do. I'm happy with that. Let's take this out. Now, for for one of my favorite parts is the dyeing of the wax. Oh, it's so much fun. Let's look at these little wafers. Oh, yes. You must see. Oh, they're so beautiful and so much fun to color. I really love playing with wax. Look at that color already starting, but I feel we could go a little bit richer. I'd like some Yule red. Now, red is for passion, strength, fire, survival, career, lust, vital energy, courage, charisma, the Yule Sabbath, willpower, determination, stamina, and action. This is a beautiful color to start off the longest night of the year. And now after this, after the 21st, 22nd, the days will start to get longer. Now throwing in our concoction of all our herbs. I like to blend it in throughout the entirety of the wax and not just sprinkle it on top. I like to have it all the way through the candle. And using a little wick holder, because the moment you pour it, it kind of melts the wick around it and it tends to fall over. So that helps secure it into place. Ooh, look at those goodies. I am finding the cedar is floating, so we'll have to see where they float. I may need to push it to the edges. We'll have to have a peek see. Just giving it a good stir. Want to make sure everything's going to come out with that. And I'm just going to scoop the rest of the herbs and place it into the wax, whatever is left. Get as much as my magical ingredients as I can within there. Now we're going to let this cool down for a while here and let this be. We have all our ingredients here so far, and we want to let this cool so we can add our crystals on top and some more spices. And this looks about right. It was about an hour. It still has some cooling to do, but it's a little bit jelly. I did put a little stone on it to see at first a few minutes ago, one drop through. This seems about ready. So I did a little test stone. Looks like it is gonna stay. So now we are ready to decorate the top of our candle. Next to dyeing of the wax, this is my favorite part. Now we still have to add our jasmine flowers, allspice, clear quartz, another quartz crystal. We're gonna add a little bit here. I think I'll start off with the jasmine flowers. This is for love spells, prosperity spells, dream magic, prophet dreams, and to attract spiritual love. It's also used for happiness, friendship, confidence, healing, clarity, spiritual love, beauty, and sensuality. It's ruled by the moon, Venus, and the element water. Now, here's a hint and a tip. When you're putting your stones and in your flowers, always put to the edge of the candle. If you have too much around the wick, it's going to create too much weight and too much density of the material around where the wax is pooling. And then it creates a really bad burn and you wound up wasting a bunch of your wax. This is allspice, rules by Mars, of course, the element fire. Allspice is very uplifted, increases energy and determination, making it useful in many types of spells, especially healing spells. The dried berries, an oil, or an allspice incense can be burned to aid spells to attract money and luck. Adding some quartz crystals ruled by the sun and the moon, some say, but I really think it's ruled by Venus, same as the diamonds and the clear. Up to you, depending on your school. Clear quartz is about spiritual growth. It loves to entice you to look deep. It's a crystal that connects with all chakras, clearing out any blockages that we may have. Now I grabbed some red jasper here too. Now the clear quartz is going to use to manifest and help create focus and clarity about the one around the desire that we want in this candle. The red jasper is a grounding, healing, energy, motivation. So of course it's ruled by Mars and the element fire. It's a stone of endurance, but a gentle, vital stimulator of chi or life force, bringing physical energy, stamina, and focus and determination. I think that's what calls us for this year. I believe this candle is a great thing to use. I think we've used all the nature of the Yule correspondence and added cinnamon and the jasmine flower as 2 extras. Here's a coupon code here for 10% off for you. Thanks for chilling out for me today. If you wish to download those spell sheets, there you go. It also gives you 10% off for the entire store, man. Throw me down a little like up, ring that bell, tell me what candle spell that you would like to see, and have yourself a magical day.